Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. Today we have Lucia here with us all the way from Melbourne, Australia, and she's a weight loss and mindset coach. So Lucia, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, Tony. Thank you so much for having me in your podcast. Highly appreciated. As you mentioned, yes, I am a weight loss and mindset coach. I use techniques, the NTT techniques, which is Neuro-Transformation therapy techniques, which I work on a very deep level with the subconscious mind, just to work through those hidden patterns that are keeping women stuck in the weight loss journey.
Yes.
And yes, so that's pretty much what I do. I help women losing weight through the mindset, through all those habits and patterns and limiting belief that are stopping them to achieve the goals they want to achieve.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, and then how did you actually end up in this line of business?
Well, it's been a long journey for me. So I went through my own weight loss journey myself. A few years ago, I actually was a lot bigger than what I'm now. I was to 85 kilos. I managed to lose 25 kilos in a period of 6 months, which was really good, improved my health and many aspects of my life. However, I noticed that losing the weight so quickly, eventually it backfired on me. So without having the knowledge or the experience, I ended doing several different diets. They were all very quick fixes, hours and hours in the gym and exercising. And at the time I was getting really good results, but then I was coming back to square one after and after, just because I couldn't control my emotional eating or my self-sabotage. So eventually I came across with NTT and I started practicing that on myself using those techniques, which I found that very long-lasting results, more natural, not having to be putting my body in extreme stress. So that is how I got into it. And so after seeing the results that I had on myself, I wanted to share with other women as well, especially women over 35, because we start to our hormones and a lot of aspects in our physiology starts to change. So that is really important to work on the emotional side and try to identify why is emotional eating, why we self-sabotage. And when we understand why, and when we understand that quick fixes are not the solution to that, then we can work in a deeper level and work with subconscious mind to reinstate or reprogram our subconscious minds to naturally start to making the right and healthy choices in our life.
Great, yeah. And what are the typical problems your potential clients are facing before they start working with you?
Well, it's mostly like they have done so many diets. They are frustrated because they are eating healthy. It's not like they don't know what to eat. They are going to the gym, but they spend hours in the gym and they don't understand why, after putting so much effort, after eating healthy, they actually or either don't achieve the goals that they want to achieve, or they achieve the goals, but eventually they come back to where they started because those old patterns, all those emotional eating habits, the self-sabotage, and other psychological traumas that they might be holding from younger years are affecting the behaviors. So so pretty much is like the way that they actually are behaving. Is not something that from our perspective we judge. Is actually understanding that it comes from a place that we don't know where it comes from. Until we don't discover where those behaviors come from, then it is hard for any woman to, or any person actually, I'm focusing women obviously, to work through them and overcome that. So it's really important to understand where they come from and work through them. And this is where I actually use my neurotransformation therapy techniques by working with the subconscious mind, going very, very deep to make sure that we change those behaviors.
Wonderful. And so once they're working with you, what transformation they can expect?
Initially, they start to understand themselves. Every person is different, so not everyone will have the same exactly patterns of what is keeping them stuck or what is keeping them coming back to the same old habits. So is self-awareness initially. So they are self-aware of what are their specific patterns making them stuck. Why? What are the reasons? And once this is uncovered, once they understand that, is where the real work starts. Because once you bring that to the surface and you understand where it comes from, then you actually can work in a deeper level to make sure that you are slowly transforming those behaviors from the inside out. So once they start to do that, dieting, exercising becomes more natural, making the good choices. There is no need to be doing extreme diets, putting the body under so much stress, which is actually works against, because when you put in the body in so much stress, it raises the cortisol levels, and when you raise the cortisol levels, the body tends to store more fat, especially around the organs, middle area. So it's become more natural. It's like when you learn to ride a bike once, and then you ride a bike. You don't think about how I'm riding this bike, but it's the same. You just do it naturally. It becomes very natural. Attaining the weight, that goal that they are actually meet, is easier, is natural, is healthier, is more relaxed, and there is no that pressure, no that guilt. It not only helps on the weight loss, it helps in many other areas as well, because it's an emotional, in very deep work that is done in there.
Okay, and what actually inspires you about your business, and what do you like to see in your clients?
I would like to help as many women as I can. I come across with so many women that are actually very, very stuck. They're not living a happy life. They are continuously feeling guilty, continuously looking at what they eat, continuously under stress. So they are in a cycle that they cannot break, in a cycle where they stressing themselves even more, and which is making the weight loss even harder, because they're putting more stress on themselves, more pressure on themselves. When you break the cycle, you live a happier life. You enjoy a lot more. I used to spend hours in the gym, like thinking that was a solution. I missed other things that I could have done, which I'm not regret. It's part of the learning process. It was part of my learning process. I wouldn't be here if I haven't gone through that myself. Like, I have the solution to that, and I wanted to share with as many women as possible so they can feel free as well and happy in their life.
Exactly, and this is a very good point that you actually mentioned, because you done all this yourself. You actually went through all these mistakes yourself and stuff. Why do you think it's important for someone to actually hire someone like you instead of doing all these things and figuring out everything themselves?
Well, once I heard something, and I think it really catch my attention, is if you see someone that is actually doing something and is working for them, why wouldn't you just follow that person and do exactly what that person is doing? It's gonna take you. It's gonna. I don't want to call it a shortcut, because it's not a shortcut. You're still learning through the process. It's more about saving you the time, giving you the results, not quicker, because my program is not a quick fix, but it is an awareness, a self-awareness process. Is knowing yourself, is knowing what your body needs, is working with your body in a different way. So yes, just follow the person that have done it. The person is being successful if one is been doing. Why not just follow that person, right?
Wonderful. And if people want to actually get in touch with you, Lucia, or connect to you, or find out more about you, how they can do that?
They can get in touch with me through my website, is luciamuriedacoach.com, or through my Instagram, Lucia Murieda. They can also send me a message as well. On my website, they can book a one-on-one breakthrough call with me, which at the moment I offering for free. And also they can download a free resource that I have as well, so they can start working, they can start practicing and have a sense of what is all this about. And very shortly, we'll also have an online course. It's still in the production stage, but it will hopefully come online very soon as well.
Very nice. Yeah, absolutely. Anyone watching us, you can check out the links in the description of this episode on how to actually get in touch with Lucia. And then on top of that, like, if you have any questions for Lucia or me, you can ask them in the comments. And yeah, if you like this episode, drop us a like, subscribe. And Lucia, thank you so much for being a guest today, sharing your story, your knowledge, your tips as well. And yeah, see you all in the next episode. All the best, and bye-bye.
Bye, Tony. Thank you so much for having me.